What's going on, Giants fans? Back at it here with our final NFL draft prospect film breakdown, with the draft being just a day away. Appreciate you all tuning in. And today I want to talk about a linebacker that can beautifully fit in Wink Martindale's defense, and it is Arkansas linebacker Drew Sanders. Before I dive into him, though, a quick neighborhood reminder to check us out on all of our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube is where we exclusively post all of these NFL draft prospect film reviews and analysis. We love all our fans, so if you want the most up-to-date information on these prospects, make sure to go check these out. So, Drew Sanders. A lot of people are going to fall in love with this guy when I get into him, even if you're not a football fan, and I'll explain why in just a moment. He's 6'4", 235, a junior. He's put on some weight, but again, I think Jack Campbell's probably the most true built linebacker. Drew Sanders is more of an athletic freak, probably the most athletic linebacker in this draft, and it all started at home. When Drew Sanders grew up, he trained with his family's black lab named Molly. So Drew Sanders is a big dog lover. So what Drew Sanders did that helped him become a football star was Drew Sanders would stuff dog treats in his child-sized football pads. And what Molly would do is chase Sanders around in their family's yard and tackle him to get the dog treats. I mean, that's a great way to train to play football. I mean, you got to love that. Family man, animal person, you love to see it. So if that doesn't make you fall in love with Drew Sanders, I don't know what else will, but that's awesome. Five-star prospect who originally signed with the Alabama Crimson Tide back in 2020 during the midst of the COVID-19. Two-way star player back in 2020 with Bama, had 9 tackles in 12 games, primarily a special teamer. 3 starts and 12 appearances in 2021 for Alabama. He was very limited following an injury against Ole Miss midway through the season. Now, let's fast forward to 2022. His college career completely changes. He transfers to Arkansas, so he stays in the SEC, but knowing he'll get more playing time. And this past season, he fully took advantage of it. First team Associated Press All-American, first team All-SEC. He led the Hogs with 103 tackles, 13 and a half tackles for loss, 9.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 1 pick, 5 passes defended on 846 snaps. So when I look at Drew Sanders, this is what I see. I see a playmaker who is long, great length. He's very explosive, and he's versatile. He can line up as an inside linebacker or an outside rusher. He can beat tackles around the edge. He's very capable in the sideline-to-sideline pursuit. That's one area that I think Jack Campbell lacks, where Drew Sanders excels. Weakness, just one season as a full-time starter. Needs to add more muscle, and he needs to improve wrapping up tacklers. He's not the greatest tackler out there. He's not bad, but he definitely needs to improve. Ran a 4.66 40-yard dash, 37-inch vertical, which is great. Drew Sanders is the best off-ball linebacker in this draft. His NFL comparison is Tremaine Edmunds. Team fits. We have the Vikings, the Bills, the Giants, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So these are some teams that could use the services of Drew Sanders. I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting, but these are the few that I definitely want to talk about. But before we get into the film breakdown on Drew Sanders, I want to quickly remind you all to check out our lovely sponsor, BetUS. If you'd like to sports bet, they're the place to go. You can sign up with our promo code below there at Join125. Get a 125% sign-up bonus where you can bet on the go, anywhere, anytime from your mobile device. That's America's number one favorite sports book, BetUS, where the game begins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our final film breakdown. And I like this guy so much, I made 7 plays of him. Now, is he the best overall linebacker in this draft? No, I think he's number 2. He is close, but he is number 2 behind Jack Campbell. What he is, though, is he is the best off-ball linebacker in this class. So here on this first play, what you're going to see is a game against South Carolina. He closed in very nicely. He's wearing number 42 to make this tackle. So you watch him here lined up against the 4-down lineman set, 2 backers, 5 DBs. So they're in shotgun. Quarterback takes a step back. This is Spencer Rattler, by the way. So he's going to throw a check down to his running back You see Sanders immediately identifies it. What does he do? He closes in. Boom. There goes the dynamite, right? Drew Sanders closes in so fast, 2-yard gain. And that's all they can get. I mean, that's just a great job there by Drew Sanders, identifying the play, reading the quarterback's eyes, and good tackling form. Next up, we have a delayed blitz sack against the Cox. So, again, you'll see here, this is a delayed blitz. He's lined up over here, number 42. Now, watch what happens. Little play fake. Rattler's rolling to his right. Can't really find anybody. So, what does Sanders do? Oh, let me take advantage. We know Rattler's not the most mobile guy out there. Closes in, makes the sack, wraps him up. Beautifully done. Threw him down like a rag doll, actually. Clip number 3. This is a tackle on a 3rd and 1 against Missouri State. Again, this is a very interesting play because I thought that – actually, no, this is another look of the delayed sack. And there it is from Drew Sanders' perspective. Actually, let's go back to that one more time. I just want to show you folks where he starts. So, again, he's here. He's covering the inline tight end. Sees the inline tight end is going to block. Flares out in the flat. Nope. He knows he has help here with the secondary. Let me charge quarterback Spencer Rattler. Now, the Missouri State play. 3rd and 1. Where is he? Right here. Middle linebacker. I formation. What's going to happen? You guessed it. A toss to the running back. Sanders, boom. Pad level on point. Hips are square. Look at him go. He grabs the midsection, plows him down like a truck driver. That is Drew Sanders, ladies and gentlemen. He is an awesome, awesome run-stuffing linebacker. Very underrated in that category, by the way. Next up, we'll see a pass breakup against the Mississippi State Bulldogs here on the 3rd down play. And we'll watch Sanders lined up here. They're deep in Arkansas territory. Check down, boom. Reads the play, almost grabbed the interception. This is not the best throw here by Will Rogers. I would have liked to have seen it be him hold the ball a little longer. He has time. And again, this is just a great play by Sanders. The ball, if it was placed on the right shoulder of the back, he makes the catch for a 1st down. But since he doesn't, Sanders takes advantage, breaks the pass up, nearly causes the turnover. Next up, we have a run stuff here against Liberty. We're going to watch Sanders here. He's lined up over here. Now watch his eyes as the play progresses. So again, here's the handoff to the back. Sanders sees the lead blocker. The lead blocker has identified Drew Sanders. Well, what's going to happen? Oh, he sheds the blocker. Good arm movement, using his length to his expertise, runs with the linebacker and slams him down like he's cleaning his dirty laundry. Once again, that is Drew Sanders. Here's a pick against Ole Miss, and I really like this play. Lined up here, he's going to drop back into his zone. I don't know what this quarterback is thinking. Quite frankly, Sanders is not even fully engaged dropping back into his zone yet. This is just an awful throw. How do you not see the linebacker right in front of you? He tries to elevate it above Drew Sanders, but I think this quarterback forgets that Drew Sanders is 6'5" tall. So he makes the interception. Nicely done. Dropping back into his cover 1 zone. Takes off. Sheds a tackler. And gets his team the ball at midfield. We'll take another look at this. Look at him elevate. Look at his vertical. We mentioned the 37-inch vertical. Wow. That's a play most linebackers struggle to make, but not Drew Sanders. Again, beautifully executed by the Hogs defensively. All right, last up, final play. This is a sideline-to-sideline tackle against Missouri. I just want to show how quick he is. Again, biggest guy on the field right here on that Arkansas defense. So you can see him. He's spying the quarterback right now. The quarterback's taking a while to decide. Here comes the pressure. He rolls left. And so Drew Sanders outruns the quarterback to bring him down in the backfield for a sack. I want to take a look at this one more time, right? Eyes, vision. Good job here. by Drew Sanders. His play recognition is A+, and that's why this play ultimately happens. So that is my film breakdown on Drew Sanders. Now, for the verdict, I don't know if he goes in the first round. I don't. He can sneak in towards the back end, but it depends where Jack Campbell goes. I think he should be the first linebacker off the board unless the team is looking for a more athletic linebacker to fit their scheme and Drew Sanders is on top of their draft board. Maybe Sanders does go before Jack Campbell. I'm not so sure. I mean, we'll have to see what happens, but I appreciate you all watching these film breakdowns over the past couple of weeks. I'll have a mock draft getting up in a little bit, but that's it from here. Let's go Big Blue. Hope you all enjoy draft night. We'll be covering it throughout the first round on a live stream. I'll be breaking down the prospects as they get drafted. And folks, for one last time before the NFL draft, without further ado, let's go Big Blue.